Good morning, Green Wonders. It's Leanne here, and I'm back from the city. I went to the Adelaide Botanical Gardens and I got myself some goodies from the Diggers Club. Yes, you didn't get to go, Matilda. That's right. You stayed home with Daddy. You looked after Daddy. So what I'm doing is getting ready for winter and a little bit into spring in a way with the sowings. But one thing I did need was my peat pots. So for about $8-9, I got 60 peat pots. Now I like using these when I grow the beetroot. I can have more success that way than any other way. So I do like them. It doesn't disturb the roots, and also I can pace them out in the garden before I have to bury them into the soil. So that's really good. So I've got some other things too, and I'm really excited. But you don't get pictures or anything. That's how they come. They're all paper, which is really good. So the information's on the back. I like to shred these, and then they go into the worm farms just around the corner that way. So we've got the King Richard leeks. Now this one, I've got broccoli D, and I'm not really good with funny looking words. That's the name of it there. And this is ready in 9 weeks. And it says that you can get side shoots for up to 6 months. So I thought, well, I'll give these a shot this year. I didn't get cauliflowers because they've got the mini cauliflowers. I want bigger cauliflowers. So I'm probably going to go to Bunnings or Garden Grove for them in seedlings, because I want to make more pickles this coming year. And having the beds now, I have the luxury, and I want to start doing one bed a year. So I bought myself for the very first time some green manure. What I'm going to do with this one, there's about 2,000 seeds in it. I'm going to do a bit of research on that one and pick a bed that's looking like it could do with a little bit of a boost. It might be where I had the tomatoes, the black cream and the black Russians this year. I might use that bed and put this green manure in. And then for my little bee buddies and also the other good looking helpful little bugs in the backyard, my beneficial insects, I've got some nasturtiums, and I've got orchid cream. It's a creamy colour with red through the creamy petals, and I thought that looked really pretty. Now that says you can harvest in 17 weeks, so that's okay. So these, again, I'll use the little peat pots because I want to sort of splash them around the place a little bit. I just don't want to have them all in one area. And for Millie's garden, I'm going to be putting in some of these. This is Mr. Fothergill's beneficial insect mix. So I'm going to sprinkle some of those in. And I saw the plant. I'm getting excited here. I saw the plant for the first time today, but of course not in flower, and that was an echinacea. And I got some echinacea seeds, so I thought I'd sprinkle those through Millie's garden when that's getting done, which will be in the next fortnight. I've got to wait till payday and get some, well, they call it raised bed potting mix. I don't buy it very often. I think I've bought it maybe twice in the, however many years I've been doing raised beds. I try not to, but, when you do, you do. So I'm going to try some of these in Millie's bed, but I want to put some more soil in to get it a little bit higher. And, of course, I've got my plastic container full of seeds. So I'm going to have the rest of the day. It's going to be very seedy. But let's just take a look at something else. So let me just swap it around a little bit. Unfortunately, I did a big boo-boo. Not one. Well, I've got a couple of endives there I'll look after down here at the back. But none of the seeds germinated. And you'd think with lettuce seeds and coriander and spinach, they would germinate, but they didn't. I think what it was having the lids over them and having it in that shade house in a heat wave was not a very good idea. The only ones that germinated were 2 out of the 3 punnets I sowed of spring onions. But there's some other stuff to show you. So that's Millie's bed. So you can see how the soil's low, and I want to put more soil in there, so I'll get that bagged. But I finally got this one set up, but it was really interesting because it took that blue sandpit toddler's play thing plus the pink one I bought when I first got Matilda 9 years ago to fill this. So that's okay, that's not an issue because there's a few things we're going to do. And that's now got parsnips, carrots and radishes in. So I've got to give it a drink when I finish filming here. You can see how we still haven't managed to get James around. Every time we say to James, can you come round and do this, we get a heat wave, which is not a really nice thing. So I don't know. But I mowed last night, as you can see, it looks beautiful. And I've scalped here, my battery went flat. So what I'm going to do is finish the scalping off after I've done the seeds. And I've decided we're going to get rid of that. It's couch lawn, it's a bastard of a lawn. So we'll get rid of that and I'll toss up between pea straw and bark chips. And if you've got an idea about whether pea straw or bark chips, drop me a comment below which one you'd suggest, or if you've used either of them, what you would prefer to use yourselves and suggest for me. Mostly because I want to get rid of the couch, get rid of the Kykuyu, and just have that less work for me to do, and still have lawn for Matilda and for us, for compost, for the chooks and everything. So I'm also going to mark the beds. I'm going to number them starting this way, so when that bed, which I've already got the bed, and once this silver beet's finished I'll replace it. That will be bed number 2, the cream one. We're going to move, I thought we were going to move that bed there, but we might get another cream bed, because that bed down there, I'm pointing, I've got to take the phone with me, is going to now replace this corn bed. I was thinking about it and I said to Pat about it, it'd probably be easier to do that, and then we can look at getting a bed for there and taking that bed out of that, where's my finger on the phone, take that one away down the back so that it's easier to manage with the mower and keeping that bit of crappy Kykuyu under control. Well, that's what we're doing, but the latest thing is getting those seeds started. Oh, that's something I did too. I moved all the chrysanthemums out of Millie's bed, and I've wound up with 4 plants from one plant because it laid down and it put roots down into some of the stem areas. So I've done that. So that's there. I only got 1 cucumber this year. Again, because I was late getting him in because Pat was in hospital. Pat wasn't well before he went into hospital. So summer season was good in some ways, but not the best in a lot of ways. So that's what we're doing at the moment. So like I said, drop me a comment below if you have an idea on how to get rid of this Kykuyu. I've got cardboard. I've asked Amy to keep more of her cardboard from my business, so that's fine. So I'll get the cardboard for free. So we'll see what happens anyway. So that's about it. I'm going to go and get out of my long pants. I put long pants on because it was quite cool when I went into the city this morning. Put some shorts on, get these seeds re-sown that didn't sow, and get some more into the jiffy pots, my beetroot and things like that. and go from there. So I hope you enjoyed my update, and Patrick's doing better, but he wasn't well enough to go in today, so that's okay. And yes, I need to find somewhere for my marigolds. All right then, you have a great day. Bye.